The National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System welcome to Newsline, a 30-minute presentation of the most reliable news from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Wednesday, September 27, 2023. I am Vafli Kamara presenting. In the headlines, CDC Standard Bearer President George Weah wants to leave a positive legacy if re-elected for a second term.
When the people persuaded to vote for me, don't elect people that reject you, that don't show you love. To have confidence in us so we can face this race.
UN Women Country Representative Comfort Lamte calls for enactment of law banning female genital mutilation in Liberia. Liberian women kick off National Fast and Prayer Conference ahead of October's elections.
For the past 20 years now, since the UN came into Liberia, we want that peace to continue. Don't want any uprising.
And away from home, Mali's military evacuates soldiers following attack by gunmen near Timbuktu. These and many more stories, including sports, the weather reports, the news in French are coming up. First, Emmanuel Collier and the news bulletin.
CDC political leader President George Weah has called on the citizens of Lofa County to re-elect him to enable him leave a positive legacy in the county. President Weah urged the citizens of Lofa to be farsighted in choosing their leaders. President Weah admonished the citizens not to elect those who rejected them during their years in government, but are now coming back because of their hard quests for political power.
Vote for me. Don't elect people that reject you, that don't show you love. To have confidence in us so we can face this race. If people stay 40 years in government and Lofa County stay like this, Lofa County must not be the same. Let make Lofa County to be different.
The Liberian leader also called on citizens of Kolahon district of his government's commitment to meet the needs and aspirations of Lofians if elected. The CDC Standard Bearer also urged the citizens of the county to vote CDC candidates in Lofa. Meanwhile, President George Weah says his government has achieved many developments within the last 5 years. President Weah pointed out the construction of medical centers, the pavement of roads, and the payment of WAS fees for 12th and 9th graders, among others, as monumental achievements of his administration. The Liberian leader made a statement Wednesday when he addressed the citizens of Kolahon District, Lofa County, as part of his campaign trail.
George Weah built more hospitals than any president in the Republic of Liberia. George Weah built more roads than any president in the Republic of Liberia.
President Weah also told citizens of the area the COVID pandemic did not derail the country's development. The Liberian leader also thanked the people of Lofa for the huge turnout. UN Women Country Representative Comfort Lamte is proposing a law to ban female genital mutilation in Liberia. Madam Lamte said such law, if enacted, will prosecute those involved in the harmful practices. She was speaking Wednesday at the opening of a 2-day media training workshop on objective reporting on FGM organized by UN Women for Media Practitioners. Madam Comfort Lamte praised the government through the National Council of Chiefs and Elders in ending FGM, but called for more to be done in ending the practice. Meanwhile, the UN Women Boss has lauded the work of the Liberian media in reporting on stories that affect women and girls in Liberia. Deputy General Minister Alice Johnson Howard has highlighted the role of the media in fighting against harmful traditional practices. Madam Johnson Howard said the media can better shape the belief of traditional leaders in any FGM through their reportage. She was speaking Wednesday at the opening of a 2-day media training workshop on objective reporting on FGM. For his part, Momodu Kurman, the Deputy Chief Zoo of Liberia, cautioned the media to be balanced in reporting on FGM. He added that the National Council of Chiefs and Elders of Liberia will work along with government and international partners to ensure the fight against FGM is realized. 2 female foreign diplomats have called for more support to female candidates in the ensuing October 10 elections. ECOWAS and UN diplomats said women leadership has lots of potentials in the promotion of peace, unity, and democratic governance. Ambassadors Josephine Nkrumah and Christine Omutuni disclosed via ECOWAS and the UN are undertaking activities that promote peaceful and credible electoral environment in Liberia. Ambassadors Nkrumah and Omutuni also reiterated calls for their two institutions for all political parties and actors to uphold the Farmington River Declaration. ECOWAS and the United Nations have since criticized political actors over inflammatory political rhetoric which are counterproductive to the peace and stability of Liberia. And an all-women national fasting prayer conference ahead of the October's elections are getting underway at the Monrovia City Hall. The three-day conference is being organized by Pastor Elizabeth Fuller of the Power of Faith Ministries International. In an ELBC interview, Pastor Fuller said the conference is bringing together women intercessors to pray for the peace and stability of Liberia.
Peace that we are enjoying over the past 20 years now since the UN came into Liberia, we want that peace to continue. Don't want any uprising.
Pastor Elizabeth Fuller stated that the ongoing fast and prayer conference is one of a series of prayer services taking place at churches for peaceful elections. The Liberian clergywoman said sustaining the peace involves the collective effort of all Liberians, including the Christian community.
Emmanuel Colley with the news bulletin. You listening to Newsline on ELBC Radio. One of the big stories we're following this afternoon: UN Women Country Representative Comfort Lamte calls for enactment of law banning female genital mutilation in Liberia. Well, CDC Standard Bearer President George Weah seems to be intensifying his quest for re-election, engaging cross-section of citizens across the country. Currently, President Weah is in Kolahun, Lofa County, where he has called on citizens not to elect those who rejected them during their years in government. The Liberian leader wants the people to re-elect him to enable him leave a positive legacy in the county.